This is Aesthetically Trained, the podcast. Pushing you to year-on-year progression. With your host, Ross McKinley.
Yo, Ross McKinley, Aesthetically Trained, the podcast, episode 35. A very short, motivational episode for you. It's going to help you, whatever it is that you're going through right now, whatever goal you're working towards, don't give up. Now, following the last episode with Nick on alcohol, quitting alcohol, this is a common conversation I've had with my clients, not just on alcohol and addiction, but on fat loss, on muscle gain, on any journey, any goal in life. We all have periods of low motivation. When you start, when you begin anything, your motivation's high, you're ready to tear it up. You join the 28-day challenge, you do the inner circle, the 12-week transformation, you start working with your local PT, you quit alcohol, you stop smoking, whatever it is, the first few days, you've got that buzz, that rush, you're telling people, everyone's excited for you, you're making progress, but eventually, it starts to get hard. Any goal will get tough. You feel that your motivation dips, and as the process goes on, as you spend time on your own, well, you don't have people clapping you and giving you encouragement and support throughout, maybe you have those moments, maybe it does get tough for you. This has come up loads with all of my clients over the years, and I think this video will help you. It is supposed to get hard. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't judge yourself because you feel like you're finding something harder than other people. Harder than me. Harder than Nick. Don't quit because you've quit before. Don't stop trying just because you didn't get it the first time. Whether it's fat loss and you suddenly start questioning yourself and thinking, have I lost too much muscle? Am I looking skinny? Someone at work says something to you about your physique. Someone notices that maybe you're looking a little bit drawn in your face. Or someone notices that they don't think it's working. Don't take other people's comments to heart. Keep going, keep moving forward. Maybe it's muscle building and you're starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable. You're getting a little bit fluffy around the waist. You're wondering, are you gaining muscle or are you building fat?
What did he say?
Not even that way around. Are you building muscle or are you gaining fat? Whatever journey we're on, and Nick's podcast episode last week really brought this up for me and helped us talk to my clients about it. Whatever journey you're on, when you signed up to it, if you think of a goal right now, think of whatever it is that you want to achieve. When you started it, when you signed up, when you agreed to go with it, when you told the world that you wanted to achieve it, or maybe it's even when you told yourself, think about how much you want to do it. Think about that now. Do you still want it? You started for a reason. You wanted the goal. You wanted to achieve it. You wanted to quit drinking. You wanted to stop smoking. You wanted to build muscle. You wanted to lose fat. You wanted to get in the best shape of your life. You wanted to get ready for your wedding. You wanted to get a promotion at work and build your career. You wanted to have a better relationship. Whatever goal it is in all areas of life, you started off with motivation high and you really wanted it. Now let us ask you this. Did you think it was going to be easy? Nothing worth having is easy, as they say. But did you think this goal, this specific goal you're thinking of in your head right now, did you think it was going to be easy? Did you think you were going to achieve it just like that? When people sign up to my 28-day challenge, they know it's one of the hardest fucking training programs there is. They know that they're going to doubt themselves. They know that they're going to run into the wall. When people run a marathon, there is literally the term, the phrase, hitting the wall, running into the wall. Complete exhaustion and fatigue. You know that it's going to be hard. So let's ask you this, whatever goal it is, did you expect it to be hard? Did you think, whatever it is, fat loss, muscle building, I keep going back to it, quitting alcohol, whatever it is for you, did you expect it to be hard? Yes. Of course you did. You knew it was going to be hard. So now that you're into the process, however far you are in, it can be 3 days, it can be 3 weeks, it can be 3 months. You are going to have hard, difficult moments. You're going to have times where you slip up. You're going to make mistakes. But just because it's difficult, just because you find something hard, does not make you weak. Doesn't mean that you have to give up. Doesn't mean that you should quit. It is not a reflection of your character to say that you find something difficult. The very fact that it was a goal in the first place, the very fact that you set out and chose to do it and reached out and said you want to achieve it, just by the very definition of that, it has to be hard. It has to be a goal. Without any chance of you failing, there's no glory in you winning. And yet very often, with men in my programs, I try to talk about this as much as I can to stop this from happening. People on their own who aren't working with me, people on other goals and challenges in life, like Nick mentioned last week about quitting alcohol. Very often, when we're in pursuit of the goal, when we're actually chasing the thing that we want so much, when we're however far down the line and it gets hard, we start to doubt ourselves. But not only that, we start to question, why are we finding this hard? Maybe it isn't for me. And we start to tell ourselves stories about why we should give up. I've always been fat. I'll never be in shape. I'm too old. I'm not strong enough. I've got this injury. I've got X amount of kids. I'm working night shift. I've always been a drinker. I'm lazy. I can't quit smoking. I need it. Whatever it is, we start telling ourselves and justifying why it isn't going to be possible for us. Stop it. Don't quit. Accept that part of the journey is it being hard. Say to yourself, no, this is what hard feels like. It is supposed to feel like this. This is the moment where in the past I would have given up. These are the moments that I need to go through to get to where I want to be. And by accepting that and giving yourself permission to feel shit sometimes, giving yourself permission to realise that in a fucking fat loss phase, when you're dieting hard and you're doing cardio and you're fatigued and you're working, you've got your kids and your wife and you've got all your other commitments, that some days you're not going to want to go and do your cardio. That some days you might fuck up on your diet. That sometimes you might find it difficult to fit your training in, or you might even not want to train. But that is part of the process. And this video is about telling you, you are going to feel like that along the way. You might slip up with drinking. You might make a mistake when it comes to your relationships. You might not do something at your work or in your career, but don't give up. Keep going. It's allowed to be hard. Accept that it's going to be hard. Embrace it. And whatever you do, don't give up. You can do it. Keep at it. Now, just before I go, something I remembered at the last minute. Something that I think will help everyone who watches this video or listens to the podcast or the episode later. Have you went through this? Think about the last time you tried to achieve a goal. Whatever it was. Was it hard? What did you find hard? And did you keep going? And what was the end result? Comment it below. Let everyone know. Show someone who's watching this video who maybe's finding their goal hard, who's feeling like giving up, who's made a mistake, who's fucked up. Let them know that when you kept going, it worked for you. Think about the time you've done that. When it's hard, it's not a sign to give up. You're allowed to find stuff difficult, but keep going. You can do it.
You've been listening to Aesthetically Trained, the podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and spread the word.